I'd like to begin my reading with a poem by Lucille Clifton, who died in February. She was one of our great poets. And the title of this is If He Asked You, Was I Laughing? And this was written and published in 1969. If He Asked You, Was I Laughing? I wonder what become of my mama and my littlest girl, what couldn't run and I couldn't carry her and the baby both, and I took him because he was a man. The rest will be my own. This one is entitled Epiphany 1924. The Head Altar Boy. At the first Catholic church founded by blacks over there on the treacherous part of the river, in the sacristy, Father Coyle passes him the gold chalice filled with leftover wafers to store, fondles him. In memory of my Aunt Hannah T. Logan, October 23, 1894 to April 18, 1967. Letter from Montana from a close friend, reaching you 3 days after you die. Hi, Hannah. Just a few lines to let you hear from me. The reason I am so long writing you is because I have had the flu again and still can't shake it off. I still have it, but not as bad as at first. I just ain't felt like writing or doing nothing. Just do fix my food. When I get like this, it leave me weak. And the days is so long out here. And the nights too. I have lots of friends, but still get lonesome here for home. So I will try to get home in July if I don't have no more sickness, but I have spent a lot of money for sickness. So I will trust in God and He will help me. I eat just what I want, and anytime I think about cornbread and greens, I think about you and cooking chitlins Friday and Saturday, if the Lord spares me. I have sent Bertha cards and a letter, and she still don't write, so I ain't going to write her no more. Do Mildred still live where she did, and what have become of Marion and May and Anna Perry? I sure hope all that old bunch will be living when I get home. It is snowing like mad. Now we'll write more next time and won't be so long answering. Give all your family my love. From a friend, Geraldine. Always glad to hear from you. This is a poem about Carroll Walker, the black silhouette artist, whose work was on exhibit at the Whitney in 2008. And very controversial visual artist. Black cutouts, white walls, video versions, Song of the South, Perverse Punch and Judy, tugged along by artists with scissors, Exact the Knife, Palm Tree morphing into Mammy, How I Love You, So Much I Could Eat You and Excrete You, Fuck You Up, Knock You Up, Old Uncle Kunta Kinte, and Lies of Lineage, Black and White Ones. There's po' white folk bones in those Negro burial grounds. On Long Island is a black section of a family plot. An old massa wills himself to be buried with his slaves, and he is. Dreams of South Africa, Part 7. Having spent 17 long, wide, tight days in KwaZulu-Natal, very close, the ground, the pitch of resistance, Here the lost bones of children, back in Jersey City, industrial burg along the Hudson. I accept the loss of one tower, frightening beauty of the day. From a car on the Newark Bay extension, the second tower, dust between my shoulder and earlobe. "1 Million Black Women March, Philly Haiku," 1997. 1 million black women and no mention of HIV/AIDS. Box cutter after September 11, 2001. Shy seeming Eastern men detained in Dallas, box cutter between them. Deported back to Islamabad, working at the newsstand, stacking boxes of mags and rags. Would that explain box cutter between them? I saw them every day at the Newark train station over a Times and a hard pack of Marlboros. The little one's piercing dark eyes and face of Liz Taylor in Cat. The other one's shaved head, misty eyes, extending newspapers, cigarettes, Raisinets, box cutter between them. Untitled. When I got up, she was gone. Left the shower on and the bathroom nearly flooded against my dread of naming. Gone, no trace, threatened at the edge of the sink, stacked with clean plates. The faucets left running under failing fluorescence. Gone, quick as a ghost, as the inside, gone in a pre-lingual flash. Last poem celebrates my hometown, Washington, D.C. It's called Between Meditations on Washington, D.C. 1. Washington. 1940, Dunbar High School, playing piano. 1959, a desegregated Glen Echo. 2. Washington's past is troubled. We put our memories in an order in which we can apprehend our past. Meanwhile, Laura Bush slurs Langston Hughes in a low tone. 3. Tines in the Road. Batterer Paul Lawrence Dunbar walked through occasionally. Duke Ellington painted signs and marveled at Willie the Lion Smith. Alain Locke went to Paris. Mary Church Terrell started sit-ins. 4. Brevard walked on the balls of his feet, especially after being let out of jail for being disorderly in Georgetown. And Hannah, his wife, my aunt, who'd had him locked up, fanning herself on the front porch, watching him approach. Beloved of my mother in that 1920 daguerreotype, discovered among Hannah's keepsakes after my mother's death. Aged 4, straddling Brevard's motorcycle, frowning into the camera, him astride behind, holding her on its seat, her hair disorderly, would have shamed her, even in rural North Carolina. Made me wonder, like Alice Walker, about a little girl around a yard full of grown men, even her beloved cousin among them, no woman in sight, least not in the daguerreotype, but maybe taking the picture. 5. Desire. Eat me forever. 6, Shanette S. Brown, 1999, graduate of Edward Kennedy Ellington High School, on what she learned. Everything's got to be straight and right and tight. 7, Book Feet, narrative of a slave, age of innocence, house of mirth, incidents in the life of a slave girl, souls of black folk, song of myself, songs of innocence, portrait of a lady, light in August, third life of Grange Copeland, go tell it on the mountain, a street in Bronzeville, Moby Dick, native son, invisible man, Mansfield Park, Anna Karenina, another country, the color purple, the red and the black, the street, the English patient, Absalom, Absalom, beloved. 8, hold my place, I'll be back. Thank you. Thank you.